Tomorrow, Luang Po will give Dhamma talk through the video conference for those in Phuket province. Actually, he wants to close the temple tomorrow, so you guys cannot come and listen to the Dhamma talk. But some of you want to listen to as well. But Luang Po has a problem that we may not understand it. While Luang Po gives Dhamma talk, he is in a concentration. So Luang Po put the concentration to other province. So his mind will work toward that way. But while we are sitting here, sometimes our mind are not neat enough. It's like Luang Po was reading the book and a dog was barking nearby. So our mind will have to shift to those things. Can you picture it? It's the same thing. Our mind will get distracted. So the mind will be busy and Luang Po concentration will lose. When Luang Po turn to talk to others who are not sitting here, it's different. So actually Luang Po want to close the temple, but some of you want to listen to it. So if you want to listen to the Dhamma talk tomorrow, you have to cooperate with me. Turn off your phone. If you turn on the phone, it will distract the signal. If your mind does not rest well here, Luang Po's mind will get distracted. Some people sit here and move the hand, the fan. But if everybody else is sitting still and you move all the time, other people's mind will move as well, the same step as you move. So if you want to listen to Dhamma talk tomorrow, practice peacefulness, stay calm, and has concentration to listen to it. Don't get distracted. If you have busy mind, just don't come. Video conference is about 1 hour and a half. It's like Luang Po run around Sanam Luang Park. It's a big park. Several rounds. It uses a lot of energy. So if you don't have any necessary, just don't come. If you really want to come, please keep the atmosphere to be peaceful, like right now. You can be mindful. You pay attention to the talk. Can you feel it? If the mind moves and you come back, don't just let the mind go absent-minded, because you might think that there is a TV screen, so you can just be absent-minded. Don't be like that. To keep Dhamma talk, it takes energy, it takes concentration, use a lot of energy. If you guys cooperate with Luang Po, then Luang Po do not have to use too much energy. Dhamma will be delivered very smoothly. But if it's distracted, Dhamma talk will not be smooth. And we lose the benefit. It's us, not Luang Po. So to listen to Dhamma talk, it doesn't take the ears to listen to only, it takes the mind as well. We study the mind with the mind, from the mind of the master to the mind of the students. Sometimes Luang Po said only a few words, but because we are very concentrated, we pay attention to it. Just a few words, it can make us understand it very well. If we do the meditation and we walk the wisdom in the meditation, it will be very clear. It will not be like when we are outside world like this. So the knowledge in the meditation, it's very strong. It can even uproot all the defilements. So it's better to walk the wisdom in the meditation. So please keep the atmosphere. Tomorrow will be the last time to test the video conference with other people sitting in. So he was thinking whether he should close the temple. Tomorrow will be the decision day. Whether we are obstacles of the video conference or not. If it is, Luang Po will have to close the temple on that day. So when Luang Po give Dhamma talk, not only in other province that Luang Po take care, but he would take care of people here in this temple as well. There will be a big screen here. Luang Po may not see people here, and we will not see Luang Po in front because the TV is in the middle. So sometimes we think that we can do anything, the mind can be busy, can be absent-minded, but that will be the obstacles to give Dhamma talk. Tomorrow will be the last test. He bears it for several times already. He just wanted to read the books, but the dog keeps barking. The dog keeps barking. Dhamma is not delivered from the mouth to the ears, but from the mind to the mind. If the mind has concentration to listen to it, Dhamma will be delivered. The masters does not think of the Dhamma to teach. The masters does not think before what he is going to teach, but it depends on the mind of the listeners. Before, Luang Po does not understand this before, but he got to understand it from the master Luang Ta Mahabua, one of the great masters. At that time, Luang Pudun passed away. Luang Ta Mahabua attended the cremation ceremony. So they asked Luang Ta to give Dhamma talk at about 7 p.m. And then all the photographers take the pictures, shoot the pictures. So Luang Ta give Dhamma talk for a few words, and then there's a flash from the photographers. So when Luang Ta did not speak, the photographers stop as well. So when Luang Ta starts to talk again, different things that he give Dhamma talk, different Dhamma at this time, the second time. Now the photographers got up to take the pictures again, so Luang Ta stopped again. So when the photographer stops, Luang Ta give Dhamma talk for the third time. The photographers got up again. Now Luang Ta shouted like, "How greedy would you be? You are all so greedy. Never enough. This is the time to listen to Dhamma talk, not the time to take the photograph." He shouted. No concentration to listen to Dhamma talk. It's all busy the whole hall. stay calm, he said. He said, and tell everyone outside, tell people outside to stop yelling, to stop shouting, ask for charity. So the whole temple was blamed, like to stay calm. So for about 1 hour that he gave Dhamma talk, very peaceful. So he said, the Dhamma topic has gone for 3 topics already. So what he's going to say is that the Dhamma talk depends on the listeners. So when it disappears, it will be a new beginning, it will be a new topic. This is the Dhamma for the practice. If it's cut off, it will be just, you have to start over again. Dhamma is delivered from the mind to the mind. If the mind of the listeners are not ready, Dhamma talk will just be stopped. If Dhamma is cut off and he wants to continue, it cannot be continue easily. He might have to change the topic totally. So several rounds, if it's like this several times, he cannot be patient enough. Like Long Da, he just shouted, he gave it 3 times already, so he shouted and blamed and asked everyone to be peaceful, to stay calm. So when you listen to Dhamma talk, pay respect to the Dhamma, not to Long Pa. Long Pa said, it's a Dhamma from the Buddha, so we have to respect the Dhamma. Not that if Long Pa does not look at your face and you think that you can just be absent-minded, that's not correct. And don't come tomorrow. But if you can stay calm, then you can come tomorrow. Long Pa said the first time he tasted the video conference, that is phone call from this person. The phone calls come from this side. He can remember it. So you understand it now, right? It's the time for the homework.
Yesterday was my first day, and when I came, I just first time self-realized myself that I never did before. But during the daytime when I was meditating, I just fall asleep and then got a bad dream, like my family members are going away. The same dream I got in the night. So it's quite a bit strange that why I felt that kind of dream. But when I got up in the morning, I was very fresh and I feel good at it.
ค่ะเขาบอกว่าเขามาอยู่วัดตอนที่มาวันแรกเนี่ยเขาก็รู้สึกรู้เนื้อรู้ตัวดีแต่ว่าตอนกลางคืนเนี่ยเขาเกิดฝันร้ายฝันว่าเหมือนกับครอบครัวจากเขาไปแล้วมาตอนกลางวันนั่งสมาธิเหมือนขึ้นหลับขึ้นตื่นเขาก็ฝันแบบเดิมอีกว่าสมาชิกในครอบครัวจากไปแต่ว่าเช้าวันนี้เขารู้สึกรู้ตัวได้ดีค่ะ
It's the defilements. When you do the practice, there is man. Those people will just, make you distracted. There is someone invisible to tease you like that. Just ignore it. Just stay at the present. If you feel worried, just know so. This is not the time to worry about the family. This is the time to learn about yourself. Cut out the family now. The mind would just got fabricated. Man, the invisible form of, the state. There is 5 forms of mind. there is one kind of mind that don't like you to get good, to be good, want to obstruct the good practice of people. Sometimes they hurt you or make you afraid of them, of something. So be concentrated. If you don't have defilements, the mind cannot do anything to you. So it's all at your mind. If your mind is worried, your mind is shaking, concentration will be break. And all the mind will be successful in, obstructing you. So no matter what is happening, whether it's the body or the mind, like you hurt, you get ache at the, you just return to the mind. See, if the mind is worried, the mind is scared, just know so. When your mind has concentration, all these external things will disappear automatically. Sometimes it contact to your feelings. Sometimes has like strong desire, like these bad dreams. It stimulates anger. Just be aware that your mind becomes worried. But if our defilements do not respond to those stimulation, it will just be disappeared. Don't be worried. Stay with the present. Just breathe in, breathe out. Be aware of yourself. Don't pull in your attention now. Now you're pulling. Don't pull. Breathe. Be aware comfortably. Okay, next person. She can feel herself. She can be mindful more frequently. Lungpa said, yes, but you're now lost. The mind just get drifted away. Just be aware. If you can be aware of yourself frequently, you will know the mind of others as well. Not miracle. It's natural things. Concentration or energy is not enough yet. The mind can get busy. So just in daily life, just know when the mind moves. Now this person is too focused. You pressed it. He practiced and he can see that he is more mean. Like he never observed himself before. There's one time that he is happy when he give a talk, but one time that he observed that he like it. Lungpa said, yes, that means you can see the fabrication. You can see when the mind fabricates. That's good. Lungpa said that not only the girl can be pretentious, the guy, the man can be pretentious as well. So just be aware of yourself, and we will know that we have more defilements than we think. He said that his mind is not very fresh when he did the meditation. His mind is rather dry, and he was over-focused, so he went to sweep the floor instead. And there is happiness. So after sweeping the floors and he see that the floor is clean, then he feels that he got happy. Lungpa said, practicing, it's not like getting in the room, lock yourself in, and just do the meditation like that. It's not all about only that. It's all in the daily life like this. He said he went back to see the breeze, and he get more comfortable. Lungpa said that's when the mind get to rest. Lungpa said, now when you go to sweep the floors, you will not get the good condition as before, because you get greedy. You will want to see that good state. Lungpa said Lungpa did not allow all the monks here at the temple just do the meditation sitting in the house and not like that. หลวงพ่อ will let the monks comes out, sweep the floors, work, and can get to contact with the outside world. If we don't have anything that stimulate anger, then you claim that you can practice well. That's not true. You have to come out to the world. หลวงพ่อ asked, what's the most distinct anger? She said she sees the fabrication. She has anger, aversion. หลวงพ่อ said, just be aware of it. The more you can see, the better you can be. The next person, she said she is very nervous. Hluangพ่อ said, you're nervous and you make the mind still and dull. The mind get nervous by itself. It's not about us. But can you see that we interfere it by making it not nervous? So let it be. Don't interfere it. It's not honest. It's not honest to see. Don't interfere it. So know it as it is. Nervous? No so. Want to get away? Want to be free from nervous? No so. Can you see that the mind was good just now? Because you did not interfere it. But now that you talk to Hluangพ่อ, the mind get pulled inside, so it's focused. That is interfering the mind. Don't pull in the attention. Let the mind be as it is. Don't interfere it. Practice. This is very important. Okay. Anyone else to want to ask the homework? Number 11. Number 11. You have just submitted the homework recently, right? Just last year, he practicing seeing the mind move. This year, he thinks he gets better. Hluangพ่อ said, keep practicing. Right now, your mind is a bit busy. Just know so. You're getting better. But the mind is not at the base yet. Can you see that? Try breathing. Don't pull it. Breathe it. Breathe naturally. And be aware. Like that. Keep on practicing. Number 32. The mind has to be at the base. Don't be curious where the base is. She hasn't been submitting the homework for several years. Currently, she can see when the mind gets lost. She can see two conditions, two phenomena. แล้วก็สภาวะที่สองถ้าเราเห็นโดยที่ไม่มีความอยากเห็นเฉยๆโดยที่เราก็ไม่ได้เจตนาที่จะให้เฉยจะเกิดความโล่งเบาแล้วก็สว่างค่ะเราเลือกไม่ได้หรอก Hluangพ่อ said we cannot choose to see what we cannot choose what to see ค่ะแล้วมีอีกครั้งนึงโยมนั่งภาวนาค่ะเริ่มนั่ง She said that she do the sitting meditation and the aggregate separates out and the mind get to see the mind that get lost and the mind that get lost just disappears and another mind told her that is not the mind So she was questioning.
ตัวบอกจิตไม่ใช่จิตโยมก็แปล
The mind said the mind is not the mind.
อะไรเลยทำไมถึงได้
She said she was wondering why did she see that the mind is not the mind.
โยมก็ออกจากสมาธิ
So she gets out from the meditation
สิ่งที่โยมเห็นน่ะคือเห็นจริงแล้วบอกนะ
and was wondering if she see it truly. Lumpur said, yes, you saw it truly. When we see something in meditation, we can see it sharply. She said she can see it clearly. Lumpur said, when the mind has concentration, we will see things very clearly, but self still exists. So you have to keep practicing more. Knowledge in the concentration is very clear, but it cannot clear out all the defilements yet. When you get outside, then you have self again. Keep practicing. Number 19. My first time submitting the homework. Lumpur said Lumpur liked the first time submitting the homework. She said she'd been practicing for 1 year, listening to the CD every day, almost every day. Lumpur asked if she see the changes in herself. She said yes. Do you see that your mind is busy? The mind just thinks what to say and it jumps to think. To practice is nothing more than just observing what the mind is doing, and the wisdom will appear. The mind would jump to think by itself. We did not intend to do it. It just jumped to think by itself. She said when she do the formal meditation, like sitting meditation, when she sees that the mind is not herself, but the mind does not accept it, and she couldn't bear it, the mind just cannot bear it. Lumpur said you have to see it more frequently, and one day it will accept it. Lumpur said keep on going. Don't get out of samadhi, don't get out of the concentration. She said she has anger arises. Lumpur said that concentration just get lost now. Just keep practicing. In daily life, be mindful. In formal meditation, be mindful. And it will grow, improve. And it will improve by itself. You cannot stop anger. It's your nature. She said she gets anger easily. Lumpur said, for those who get angry easily, it's lucky. Because it's strong, but it can be easily cleansed. But like desire, but for desire, when you are happy, you do not want to, do not discard it. But for anger, when it arises, you want to discard it. Those who get angry easily, you are risky to go to hell. But if you learn it, you observe it easily. The wisdom and the angry has the same characteristics of being strong enough to destroy the defilement. It's fast and strong. Anger can destroy wholesome thing very strongly, quickly. So those who get angry easily normally has the type of wisdom. So see the three characteristics in the angle of impermanence. he got recommended that he still fabricate the stage of practitioner. Longpa said he just has to be mindful of that. Otherwise, we would keep thinking what to do next. Number 33. My first time submitting homework. Longpa said she is very brave. She gets scared, but she is brave enough to ask. She said during the day, she used the body as the home base. Longpa said whenever we speak, when we talk, there are more defilements. The mind will get busy. The mind will not get concentrate. Don't give up to defilements. Fight it up. Number 13. She submitted the homework last year. She was happy last year. Now she get indifferent. Longpa asked why would you want so much happiness? Happiness is deceiving. The more we practice, we'll see suffering, not happiness. So when we truly understand suffering, then we'll let go of the attachment. For now, it's the time to learn suffering. She said she didn't want to be good like before. She thinks that just do like this and she get about this, that's okay. Longpa said, no, the Buddha does not teach us to just be satisfied with little goodness. You have to fight. You are discouraged. Just be aware. Fight it up. It might be difficult. It might be difficult this time, but it's better than being difficult in the next life. Number 12. He wanted to ask for homework. Just be mindful truthfully to the body and the mind. Do you notice that you're pressing your mind like right now? It will be tight. The mind will be tight. Why do we have to press the mind? Because we want to be good. Just be aware that we wanted to be good. The result is that the mind is tight. There's defilements, there's action, and there's the result. So you want it to be good, so you press it, and the result is being tight. So we observe the working of the mind. It started from defilements, and then it takes the action, and the result always unhappiness. And we keep struggling again to be away from those unsatisfactoriness. So we observe it until we really realize that when all the fabrication can be disappear, that's when true happiness arises. Now you're suffering, just learn from suffering. Number 1.
ฝึกจิต
ค่ะ
บางทีทำไมไม่ไปเรียนอาจารย์ภาษา
Chinese students, why don't you study with Ajahn Prasan? He was joking. Now the mind is out a bit. Try breathing. Be mindful of the body. Let the mind be with the body. Don't let it go outside. Don't make the mind still. Use the mind that is aware. If the mind gets scattered, just be aware of it. For this person, he doesn't have a lot of problems. Just that in the beginning, his mind just ran out. Right now, the mind get lost to thought. Just know so. Get lost to think again. Do you see that when you be aware of that, then your mind get happy. Now you are too focusing. It's an art of practicing. We have to observe ourselves, which is too strong or too soft. Too focused, then will be too tight because we want to be good. Too loose, being too loose is like the mind just get out, outside the body, forgetting the mind. So what's wrong is too tight or too loose. The middle way is to know the mind and the body as it is. Don't forget about the body and the mind. Know it naturally. Like right now, he was listening. His mind just runs to listen to the translation. Sometimes he gets aware of his body and mind. Sometimes it ran out, sometimes ran to think. Observe your mind. The mind runs to hear, know so. The mind lost to think, know so. The mind be mindful, know so. He can practice well. Good.
ต่อไปนี่ที่จบเห็นด้วยหัวร้อนเวลาหลวงพ่อพูดแล้วมันเห็นด้วยแล้วมันจะร้องจุ๊ดมีใครอีก
Anyone else?
35 31 26 18 24นักขัดกันนะนั่นเบอร์อะไรเบอร์21นี่ยกมาหลายรอบนะแต่21อีกนะนมัสการหลวงพ่อเพื่อไปหมอครับผมก็กำลังลอกเปลือกตัวเองครับที่ครับดูให้เห็นตัวจริงเลยเนาะ
He's trying to see his true self. He can better watch his defilements. Lumpur said, watch it honestly and it will improve quickly. Can you see that you're not the same as before? The mind is stronger, has more energy. Learn it. Peel it. He said, if there is defilements and can be aware of it, we do not get along with the defilements. Lumpur said, we'll grow up, we'll have more energy. Every time that we allow ourselves to go along the defilements, we are accumulating weakness. But if defilement arises and we do not allow ourselves to follow it, then we'll accumulate the energy, the concentration, the power. You're on the correct way. Practice more.
อนุโมทนานะเบอร์31
Number 31.
กรรมสการครับก่อนหน้านี้ก็ดูใจลอย
Before this,
ตัวใจลอยบ่อย
he can see that when the mind gets lost often.
มาก็เห็นอยู่บ้างครับแต่พอช่วงรู้สึก 4-5 เดือนหลังนี่เหมือน
But recently,
ล็อกอะไรทุกอย่าง
he get locked in something,
ไม่เห็นตัวใจลอย
and he couldn't see when the mind get lost quite well.
ใช่ครับก็คอยรู้สึก
Longpa said, so be aware at your body often. The mind is locked, so you cannot walk the wisdom.
มารู้สึกในร่างกาย
Come back to the body frequently.
ร่างกายตั้งแต่หัวถึงเท้า
You can do the contemplation of the body, like from the head to the toe.
เราก็รู้ทัน
When the mind go to the hair, go to the toe,
มารู้ทันจิตได้มีแรง
you can be aware of that. And then when you have more energy, then it can come back to see the mind.
ร่างกายเป็นเอ็กซ์ไซส์แล้วเดี๋ยวจะเห็นจิต
It's like exercising the mind to see the mind at the hair, at the ear, at the body.
จะกลับมามีแรงดูจิตได้
You will have more energy to see the mind again. Now you don't have enough energy. He said he can see, he can still see sometimes. Longpa said not enough. Concentration is not enough.
26
Number 26.
ให้จิตมันเคลื่อนไปเคลื่อนมาเคลื่อนไปดูผมขนเล็บฟันหนังเลื่อยไปดูมันจะแก้ให้จิตที่ไปตั้งนิ่งๆอยู่ได้ด้วยและตอนนี้เอาจิตให้มันเคลื่อนไป
So he said, allow the mind to move throughout the body. Don't go external.
ตัวที่ติดค้างนิ่งๆ
See the mind moves around this body, like from hair, ear,
แล้ว
toe.
ก็จะเห็น
You have more energy. And then when the mind moves, you can see it quickly.
การบ้านครั้งที่แล้วหลวงพ่อให้ไปดูกาย
He got the homework before to see the body. He can see it more clearly, but he couldn't see the mind quite well. Longpa said that's okay. If you can see the body clearly, it's okay. Can you see that the body is not ourselves? Yes. Watch it more frequently, and you will see the mind. Do you feel that the mind is somewhere inside, but we don't know where it is? Don't try to find it. Number 18.
ส่วนการบ้านครั้งแรกครับ
My first time submitting the homework.
เพราะว่าการพิจารณาผมเป็นยังไงเพราะว่าผมเพิ่งเรียนรู้ได้
Can Longpa tell me how am I practicing? Longpa said, don't be too focused. Are you aware that you are a bit focused? Too focused? The mind is still. Don't keep the mind still. Let it move and just observe when it moves. Like right now, it moves to think. Don't protect, don't preserve it.
อยู่ข้างหน้า
ฟังซีดีหลวงพ่อมาได้ประมาณขอคำแนะนำจากหลวงพ่อ
ไปฟังอีกฟังไปเรื่อยๆแล้วก็สังเกตตัวเองไปเรื่อยๆ
Listen to the CD and observe your mind, and you will understand more of the defilements. Do you see that the mind is more complex than we think? Before we didn't know ourselves well before. We'll get to know ourselves more. Keep practicing. Number 21. The first time submitting the homework, she listened to Longpa's CD and practiced, and she feels that she can be mindful. but sometimes she can walk through the wisdom, but sometimes she can just doesn't walk the wisdom. Luang Por said, that's correct. It doesn't walk the wisdom all the time, but be mindful. So wholesome mind has two types. One walk the wisdom path, one doesn't walk the wisdom. If you walk the wisdom all the time, the mind will be dry. So sometimes you just get concentrated, but sometimes you just get out to walk the wisdom interchangeably. That's natural.
แล้วอย่างบางครั้งลูกไม่มั่นใจคือว่า
She said she's not confident, she's not sure. Sometimes the knower is very distinct.
เขาขึ้นมาชัดเราก็ดูสิ่งที่เขาแสดงให้ดูอะค่ะ
And she just watched.
มันก็ไม่ได้ขึ้นมา
But sometimes the knower is not distinctive like that.
ไม่แน่ใจว่า
ไม่ต้องขึ้น
Luang Por said it's not necessary.
ถ้ามันขึ้นมาตลอดเวลาเนี่ยเราจะติดตัวผู้รู้
If the knower arises all the time, we can get attached to the knower. The knower can get arises and falls away as well. We just, observe the mind, get lost and know so, get lost and know so. We don't get the knower to be distinctive like that. You can get attached to it. So don't intend to catch it. No, it sometimes get lost, sometimes.
ใครจำเป็นขอจำเป็นนะเบอร์16เบอร์10แล้วนั้นไม่มีเบอร์แล้วเบอร์3ของโลกที่ยืมป้ายแข็งประมาณแล้วก็เบอร์6เบอร์16ว่ามา
Number 16.
ครับโอกาสครับวันนี้มาถึง2 คนครับไม่ได้ส่งบ้านมาประมาณ9 ปี
9 years that he has not submitting the homework.
ที่ผ่านมาก็ล้มลุกคลุกคลานแล้วก็กลับขึ้นมาพยายามภาวนาใหม่แล้วก็หลงโลกไปก็กลับขึ้นมา
So he get lost into the world. Sometimes he get back, trying to practice. Now he works in other country and quite gets suffered.
ก็วิธีหลงโลกตามสภาพไปนะแล้วเราก็รู้สึกว่าหลงโลกไปไม่ช่วย
And he get lost like into the worldly things, and he feels that the worldly happiness is not like that. The suffering just gets more. Eventually, the world is not satisfactory. So he comes back and has intention to keep practice and will not do any wrongdoing anymore. So his mind gets improved during the past 4 or 5 months. And he saw the thinking arises and falls away. And another new thinking arises and falls away. It's like his first time seeing that the thinking just arises itself. Like before, he get attached to the thinking. He used to think a lot before. So self in the thinking is less. That's what he feels. And he does the formal meditation more. But when he work hard or sleepless, the mind get less energy. But he will try. Luang Por said, right, if you cannot do anything, just be aware of the breathing. Luang Por said he improved quite a lot. The fact that he can see the mind arises from emptiness, to see the thinking arises from emptiness, that is good. Luang Por said he used to see that before. Luang Por went to see Luang Pudun, and Luang Pudun Luang Por chant to think of our chant, and he saw that the thinking comes up from the mind. That's when you see, and we'll know that the mind can think by itself. And it's like daydreaming. The thinking is like deceiving. The world is like a dream. And we just take it seriously, but it's nothing. So keep practicing. Don't give up.
ให้หลวงพ่อเห็นหน้าไหม
นมัสการหลวงพ่อค่ะก็ไม่ได้ส่งการบ้านกันประมาณ9 ปีนะคะก็ช่วงนี้ก็พยายามกลับมา
She's trying to do the formal meditation.
เป็นโรคซึมเศร้าแล้วก็เวลาที่มันเศร้ามากๆ
She has depression and she feels that it's very depressing. Longpa said, keep practicing. When it gets depressed, be aware of it and it will not overtake us. She said when it gets into like a black hole and she can get back from it. She is now trying to find a suitable practice meditation for her. But now she works hard. When she do the sitting meditation, she was like going to fall asleep. But she finds that she likes it when she do the cardio exercise. But is it correct? Longpa said to see the body. Longpa said to see the body movement is okay. But don't try to make the mind still. She said it gets fun as well when she do the exercise. The body moves. Like one day she see the greed and she was like, she get excited, she likes it, that she see the greed. Longpa said, right. When you get fun with practicing, you not get depressed. When you get depressed, don't allow it to overtake you. You practice it more often, and you will not be defeated by it. Number 10. The first time submitting the homework. Now she watched when the mind get lost. Longpa said, you are getting correct. The mind get lost and also the mind get lost and also practice more. Number 3. Oh, okay.
หลวงพ่อโยมที่ส่งกันมาประมาณ2 ปีกว่ายังฟุ้งอยู่ไหม
You still get busy. The mind. That's your nature of easily to get busy. She said she was working and listening to the CD. Sometimes when you get into the worldly world too much, then you get lost. And when you hear a Dhamma, good Dhamma talk, the mind can just comes back. She said Longpa told her to listen to the silence. She said it's good. Longpa said that's concentration. How should she practice? Longpa said, just keep practicing. Don't mind whether the mind gets busy or the mind is peaceful. Don't mind, just observe the mind. Is she on the right track? She said sometimes, it's not on the right track all the time. To practice, sometimes you progress, sometimes you regress. It's natural. She asked what should she do when when the mind gets busy. หลวงพ่อ said it doesn't matter, just the mind can be peaceful, the mind can be busy, but you have to do it, you have to practice.
เขาถามว่าเมื่อกี้หลวงพ่อพูดว่าไม่ต้องไปหาคนนี้ค่ะ
ให้หลวงพ่อเป็นโอเคนั่นแหละ
เมื่อกี้นี้หลวงพ่อพูดว่าไม่ต้องไปควานหาว่าจิตอยู่ที่ไหนเขาอยากรู้ว่าทำไมถึงไม่ต้องไปหาล่ะคะ
จิตไม่มีรูปร่าง
The mind has no form, no self.
ถึงเราจะหาก็หาไม่เจอ
Even we try to find, we cannot find it. We'll find something else that is not the mind.
ใส่แว่นตา
It's like we put on the eyeglasses, but we put it on the forehead, and we try to look for an eyeglasses. Dong Budun said, to use the mind to find the mind. You will never find it, you will never found it. Just know that it exists, that's enough. And we learn it. Just to know that the mind can think, the mind can... Don't think that the mind that's thinking is good or bad. The knowing mind is one thing, the thinking mind is one thing. It's not that it's good or bad. We don't have to find the knower. If we attach to it, that's difficult to fix. We'll think that it's not. We'll think that it's permanent. So we don't preserve the knower. We just know that there is something that can see, but don't try to find where it is. We can never find it because actually it has no form. Okay, it's time. So tomorrow, you don't have to come if you're not necessary.